Hi, my name is Ben Meyer,
I'm Jagger Hunter.
and this is our media project and presentation.
Image, Chasing the Struggle. The artist illustrated this photo to display the societal and economic struggles that underinformed high school students often face when coerced into going to university, with no significant pathway or life plan set up. This leaves young graduate students to confront the real world along with debt and uncertainty instead of with a fair opportunity. The message the author is sending is of modern education. It relates to the path of self-discovery because neither of them have a universal solution. They're both lengthy processes that require experience, purpose, and a particular commitment to making informed decisions that shouldn't be rushed without second thought. The illustrator wants to see a change in the way our education system is structured by making young students better informed to face real-life problems. The author's message extends beyond his artwork, aiming not just for change, but for a better world for young minds and a more developed path to self-discovery for everyone. Me Talk Pretty One Day by David Sedaris. David Sedaris wrote this article to display the challenges and hardships he faced in his French class, as well as to showcase him overcoming his insecurity and the formation of his new identity in this foreign place. David Sedaris' main message in this article was that learning a new language is profoundly similar to the path to self-discovery, which is a long and rough process, but usually is extremely rewarding and enriching. The author wants a brighter world filled with more diversity, individualism, and kindness. Furthermore, they want to see less selfishness and conformity. Extending beyond his ideals, David's work also normalizes vulnerability, breaking the language barriers and cultural divides put upon us by the world, and inspiring change worldwide. Learning to Fly by Tom Petty. Tom Petty wrote Learning to Fly as a metaphor for the unpredictable nature of life. The song expresses many challenges, such as facing the unknown, personal growth, and the path to self-discovery. Perry's main message was to display personal resilience, stating that life may beat you down or steal your crown, but through perseverance and determination, you can always keep moving forward, which in turn showcases the tough road ahead on the path to self-discovery. The author wants to see a brighter world where people can feel lost, make mistakes, and still be themselves, as well as find a purpose in life. He wants to inspire self-acceptance and more freedom to be oneself. Learning to Fly has become comforting for anyone who is facing change, loss, or even uncertainty. Through his work, the artist reminds people that we aren't alone in our journey to become who we're meant to be, and we should always include others on our path to self-discovery. The Sun is Not Out Today by Lu Xin. Lu Xin's article, The Sun is Not Out Today, expresses the struggles of sadness, isolation, and emotional numbness that women who are forced to have an abortion feel. She uses the absence of light as a metaphor for internal darkness and to highlight her personal growth. The author's intended message is to inspire individuality and self-awareness, which furthermore inspires a shift towards emotional honesty, empathy, and compassion. The author wants to see a brighter world where honesty and empathy are valued above all, and most importantly, where the constant cycle of hurt people that hurt people finally stops. The author extends beyond their work by creating a safe space for women to form connections, reflect upon, and begin to understand emotional vulnerability, as well as the path to self-discovery.
Mulan. The main reason for the film Mulan is to demonstrate the undeniable fact that all people possess a certain skill set unique to them, and that their skill set has an important role in life. The main message sent to society is that sometimes people have to go off on their own in order to find their true self. The filmmakers obviously hope to convey a message of selflessness, service to others, and the thought of a greater good. Latino literature, short stories, nonfiction poetry. One of the main reasons the author had for writing these stories is to tell the tale of a childhood similar to her own, and how those experiences have shaped them into who they are today. The main message being sent to the audience is that we all don't come from one place, and oftentimes we come from several. In that case, finding your true self could mean taking bits and pieces from both cultures, while leaving some parts out. Another message conveyed to the audience is that where and how you grow up should affect your personality, and it's something to be proud of. The author wants to see a change in cultural behavior and how that can sometimes take a turn towards cancel culture. The author also believes that when we unite our differences, we become stronger. The author has expanded past their individual ideas, discussing the difficulties young people may now face growing up, as well as solutions or preventative ideas to ease the struggles. Into the Wild by John Krakauer. The filmmaker's main reason for creating the film Into the Wild is to retell the true story of a brave young man who left his home and traveled to Alaska to live off the land. The filmmakers are conveying the idea of finding one's true self by putting yourself in tricky scenarios that force you to use everything you have to find a solution. The filmmakers are hoping to see a change in society's relationship with nature. The film Into the Wild gives a new perspective on nature and mankind's overwhelming connection to it. The filmmakers have went out on a limb to film a true story of someone seeking freedom in nature, and they stress the little details of Chris's journey to help the audience really connect to his story. Stand and Deliver. The main reason for the film Stand and Deliver is to show the audience the value of hard work as well as the results that can follow. The main message being sent to society is that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason, and that our past struggles do not dictate our future successes. With that being said, the filmmakers also put an emphasis on using our past experiences to help shape us into the best version of oneself. The filmmakers have helped change the mindset of the audience as it relates to being successful and what that means for each and every individual.